Listen, if you know that God has called you into the marketplace, but you struggle with consistency, report to the front. First of all, I want to say that your lack of consistency is not because you're lazy. It's not because you're intentionally being disobedient. It's not because you just need to be more disciplined. There is a real assault against you doing what God has created you to do in the earth. There is a real reason that you keep finding yourself in these cycles. And most people assume that their lack of consistency is just because they need to be more disciplined. They need to learn to just force themselves to do better. And that could not be any farther from the truth. What we actually need is to be anchored, tethered to something that is deeper than we could ever imagine. This is the place where obedience goes from being an option to being a lifestyle. Here's the simple truth. Your obedience should not be contingent upon your feelings, your circumstances, or the level of support that you're getting from other people. If your obedience still requires motivation, that means that you are not anchored just yet. That's the real disconnect, because we don't lack creativity. We don't lack the ability to be consistent. We don't lack passion. We lack the ability to stick to something. We lack the ability to be decided in the midst of difficult circumstances, uncomfortable situations, and disappointment. If you felt that, just type an ouch in the comment section. I want to say this very plainly. Consistency is not about you doing more. True obedience and stewardship is about you tethering and anchoring yourself to something solid. Because at the end of the day, the reality is that seasons change, people change, assignments change, locations change, but your identity, the anchor, the thing that you are tethered to, is unchanging. See, a lot of our faith today is more dopamine driven. We look for the excitement. We look for the accolades. We look for constant confirmation. We need prophetic words. We need hands laid on us. But true anchored faith looks very different. Anchored faith is governed by the word of God. It's governed by conviction, and it's rooted deeply in identity. This is why it's so important. It's almost crucial that we do not anchor and attach ourselves to the vehicle that God may be using in a season, but that instead we anchor ourselves to the vision giver.